In this video, I'm going to give you an introduction to sparring. I've got many points written down, which I want to make sure that I cover because it's quite an important video. So I'm going to read off my phone. Starting with, sparring should be done light, as you're not yet conditioned and ready to just walk in there and start trying to nail people, because you need to practice what you've learned, not go in there like you're in the pub and you're just trying to knock someone out. There's no point going into sparring and trying to like cause someone damage yet, because you just, well, there's no point in doing that anyway, right? Even if you're like at the highest level, but you need to practice the fundamentals, mainly your jab, but we'll get onto that in a sec. So you should only be doing the techniques that you've already learned from now on. This means when you first get in the ring to spar, don't just get in there and start throwing haymakers. Like I've already said, haymakers are big swinging hooks. If you didn't already know, comes from how David Haye punches, but he does it well. Don't do it. Start with conditioned sparring, altering at each round. So we're going to implement into your training plans different conditioned sparring sessions for you to follow. So we'll list a load of conditions, i.e. this round is jab only, this round is body sparring only, this round is lead hand to the head, backhand to the body only, and that will just give you something to work on. So you're also going to learn body shots if you didn't already, if you're wondering when I said body sparring. Next thing is, as you get better, the conditioned sparring sessions will get more advanced, and we'll also start introducing open sparring once we think you're ready for that. Like, we want to take you through this at the right pace, because if you get accelerated through like you do in most gyms or in like white collar boxing, then you'll end up getting in there with someone who's just going to take advantage of you and beat you up for no reason. There's no point in doing that. You don't learn anything from that other than you need to improve. So maybe some of you could do with that, who knows. Once we think you're ready, we will start to include open sparring sessions. These are where you can use any skill you've learned at random, and we will vary the power and intensity for you by altering the number of rounds and the time in each round. This is so you learn properly, keeping you safe and improving you without discouragement. Because obviously if you're getting beaten up, you're probably going to be quite discouraged. Remember, sparring isn't fighting. Sparring is an opportunity to get better at boxing, not to inflate your ego and hurt someone. So if you're actually the more technically skilled boxer, then don't take advantage of someone and just beat them up for it. Just practice skills that you want to learn on someone better than you. So then when you get into the ring with someone who's of equal technicality as you or better technicality, then you've already got a foundation of that skill from sparring someone who was not as good as you. We recommend that you spar at least once a week whilst you're following the weekly training plans. Sparring should be overwatched by a qualified England Boxing Level 2 coach, or a coach of equivalent of a equivalent qualification if you aren't from the UK. So I think it's just Level 2 coach or above. You should also be medically carded to take part in any sparring. However, we understand that no one will listen to this advice, and I don't fucking blame you. If you want to spar, just spar. Just use common sense. Don't just get in there with no one watching over you and just try to chin people, or get in there with someone who's just going to try to chin you. You're trying to learn boxing, and open, hard sparring should only be done in front of a qualified coach. Yeah, we accept no responsibility of any injuries you get from sparring and recommend that you keep it light and only spar with people that you trust, won't take advantage of a difference in skill level, right? If you are struggling to get the message across to someone this is purely to learn how to box, and I've just written it wrong. Basically, if someone's trying to take advantage of you and you can't get the message across to them that this is just how to learn how to box, then you need to stop sparring with them and find someone else. That's what I'm trying to say. There is your introduction to sparring. Listen to everything I said and actually do it. Nice.